You've got an opportunity every day to care about how you look, how you present yourself in the world, how people will understand you. You'll create a kind of dynamic space around yourself. It's an opportunity. It's a pleasure to dress well. Black is really popular to wear because it's one of the most useful colours for clothes. It's useful because you can make it work in all sorts of different settings. You can accessorise it.
Easy and versatile.
You can mix, any colour, any shade, any tint with black.
It's almost always in fashion. Put colour with it. It's really easy to dress it up or down.
It goes with anything and everything.
It suits nearly everybody's colouring. You can do all sorts of wild things with black, so it can be boring, but on the other hand, I think in the right hands, it can actually look amazing. A lot of younger women, I think, look, it's fantastic. They tend to find vintage pieces in black and then they'll put them with their modern clothes, and I think that can look really fantastic actually. Black never goes out of date, so you can obviously wear black clothes for a lot longer than you could wear bright clothes, and people are not conscious of the fact that you're wearing the same thing all the time. It also lets people really do one of two things. They can either really blend in a kind of sort of disappearing way, which some people find much easier and more comfortable, or it allows them to appear professional. So they're not quite the same thing, and it depends on the sort of quality of the cloth and the cut of the clothes and how well groomed the person is and all that kind of thing before it will look really professional. But as a professional colour, especially for women, it allows you to really look, match the sober, responsible appearance of men and be taken more seriously in the workplace.
There are many different shades of black, and if you look at black closely, you can see the blue black, you can see a red black, a brown black, a green black. I like the quote that red is the new black or purple is the new black, the idea that the black's a staple colour, and the idea that when red all of a sudden becomes fashion, it's the new staple colour.
You sort of think black's black, but if you start to try to match, say, a black coat with a black pair of trousers, for example, like a suit jacket or something, you'll quickly find if you didn't buy them as one outfit that they probably don't match at all. So black can be, it's actually pretty hard to achieve a really true black in a textile. Black is a good investment because you could wear it for such a long time. If you have to pay a bit more for black clothes, I don't think it matters, because I think you get your money's worth from it. It certainly is something that we identify with the Nations rugby team, and I guess we use it a bit in our sports.
It was used by the All Blacks from the 1890s as their colour.
In 1961, the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's came out, in which Audrey Hepburn wore the iconic little black dress, and I think that sort of put its seal of approval on black for younger women too, because everybody wanted to look like Audrey.
Black has this long history of being associated with mourning, with death, with funerals. I mean, partly, it's the Grim Reaper image, and people were encouraged, I think is probably the right word, to wear black after somebody had died, to the funeral, and then for a certain amount of time afterwards.
Black's a really interesting colour, and it's more complex than it seems, but I think it's also reminds us that really dress isn't about the object, it's about the person who wears the clothing and what they mean by it and how they use it. So when you're thinking about black, you really have to think about what the person intends, and the meanings get inferred from there. They're not inherent in the clothing itself.